Hi, this is Teena Hughes from buildawebsitetonight.com, and this is my tip number 13 in a series of 33 top website tips. If you've been following along, I hope you've been enjoying them. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, please do pop over to the website, buildawebsitetonight.com, and post a question on the 33 top website tips page. Okay, let's get started. I love today's tip. It's about newsletters, which we've been covering, and one of the big questions I get from so many people is, how do I know what to put in a newsletter? What can I put in a newsletter? I don't have any information for a newsletter. Well, I'd like to tell you that it's really, really simple. All you need to do is think about any question that you've received about your website, your product, or your service, and that can become either the entire newsletter or one part of your newsletter. Now, I also like to recommend to people that they actually start building a page on their websites for Q&A, questions and answers, or FAQs, frequently asked questions. If you start to do this and you start to add all of the questions that you get from people and the answers, people will find you easily on the search engines, because these days people type in a complete question. They don't just type in 2 words. They want to know the answer to something, so they type in how do I, where do I, etc., etc. So if you pose your questions on your website in that format, people will find you. So that brings us back to the newsletter. Once you've actually got those frequently asked questions or curly questions that people have given you, you can turn those into a topic for your newsletter. How easy is that? That is so simple to do. And I just love that, because I get lots of inquiries via my website. I have quite a few websites actually, so this is what I use on most of them to be able to create interesting information on the site and in the newsletter itself. Now, I hope this jogs your memory about something that you've been asked, or something that someone has tried to find out from you about your product or service via your website or in person, because these are the gems that you can use to build up your newsletter and build up your followers. If your website is relatively new, or your blog, then maybe it's a good idea for you to sit down and just first of all start off with the top 5 questions you would ask about your product or service. If you're able to write 5 questions really easily, maybe write another 5, and then you'll end up with 10 different things that you can talk about. So that could either be 10 newsletters, or a series of 10 tips that you send out to people, or it could be a checklist that you put into your newsletter, so that people who have come to your site, they've signed up to find out more about your product or service, and then if they see a checklist, they're happy to download it or use it or whatever, and that's a great way to build up trust in your followers. Okay, that's it from me for today. This is Teena Hughes from buildawebsitetonight.com. I hope you've been enjoying these tips. If you'd like to pop over to the website and sign up, here's the page that you can go to. It's buildawebsitetonight.com/33webtips.html, where webtips is comes after the numbers 33. So that's buildawebsitetonight.com/33webtips.html. Look forward to being in touch soon. Ciao for now.